Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to CrossFit. Let's hop to it. 7-2. So it's another one of these puzzles where once I get that anchor point, I should have a nice beginning. I shouldn't have a terrible time, although it's going to be about 50-50 on this one. So if I can just find a row or column that only has one of the numbers in it that we need. This is a 7x7, so 7 is the biggest number. So I was look down this column to see if maybe there was something there. Let's look down this row, looking for ones. We have multiple ones, that's no good. Twos, we have multiple twos, that's no good. Threes, multiple threes, fours, multiple fours, fives, sixes, and how about sevens? Yes, so nothing either on this row or this column. Let's just work our way around the edges. I suppose ones, multiple ones, twos, threes, fours, fives, sixes, sevens, and eights. Nope, no eights because this isn't an 8 large. So nothing in that column either. Let's look at this row. We're really not finding an anchor point yet. One, twos, multiple twos, threes, multiple threes, fours, there, fives, and then sixes, and then sevens. Oh man. Let's try this middle column. Let's see. Ones, twos, threes, fours, fives? Have we finally found one? Yes. Okay. So that bumps that, and it really doesn't do anything else. Sixes now. Do we have multiple sixes in this column? I don't believe we do, no. And does that help anything else? Nope. Alright. And then sevens. There's a 7 here and a 7 here. And fours. And threes. And twos. Wait a minute. Twos now. There's only one 2. So that has to be 2. And then ones. There's a 1 here and a 1 here. Threes could be either one of these, and fours could be either one of those, and sevens can be either one of those. Right. Now 6 didn't help any here. 2 though makes this 6, which bumps that and bumps that. And then this 6 also makes that 7. So now this row needs a 1. And there's 2 options for 1s. It needs a 3. There's 2 options for 3s. I think this square is going to be the killer no matter what. It needs a 4. Which there's 2 options for 4s. And then 5s. 2 options for 5s. And then that's it. Well, alright. This column we made some changes, so that makes that 1, that makes that 7, that makes that 3, that bumps that, and so 1 and 3 are already out, so that's 5, and so we have a need for 4, which means this is the only one for that, and that's the only one for that. And finally we start to have a beginning here of eliminating things. But it's still not the greatest of foundations. This puzzle is still proving itself So I just looked through all of these rows, seeing if anything had changed where I could just toggle a 2 option, and it hasn't. So I'm gonna have to go through each row again and just look. See, we have a need for a 1, but there's multiple 1s. We have a need for a 2, but there's multiple 2s. We have a need for a 3, and there might only be one 3 here. There we go. Now the 3 eliminates a 5, so if there's only one 5, that would work, but there isn't. It also eliminates a 6, so if there was only one 6, that would work. And we already have a 5, so that really didn't help anything. So continuing down the pattern, 4s, we have multiple 4s, and 6s, we have multiple 6s, and 7s, we have multiple 7s. So that doesn't help. This 3 might eliminate something here, or it might eliminate the 5s here. So there's only one 5 remaining, but nope. So that's not good. Let's go to the next row. We need a 2. There's a 2 here, 2 there. We need a 3. There's a 3 here and a 3 here. We need a 4. There's a 4 here. And possibly nowhere else. Yes. Okay. And then 5 is already done. We need a 6. There's multiple 6s. We need a 7. There's multiple 7s. This 5 doesn't help anything. This 6 doesn't help anything. And this 1 doesn't help anything. See, and I thought a piece like that would be a spoiler that sticks in our craw for quite a while. I don't even know what that phrase means, sticking in your craw. Guess I shouldn't use phrases I don't know the meaning of, or at least I don't think I know the meaning of. Let's see, we need a 1 here. And I believe that's the only 1. And then we need a 2, multiple 2s, and we need 3s, and there's multiple 3s, and then 4s, and there's multiple 4s. Actually, this can't be a 4, but there's also a 4 here. And then we need 5s, and then there's a 5 here and a 5 there. So nothing there. Let's see. I also looked down this column just to see if there's a 1 that was affected. Or a 3 that was affected, but there's still multiple 3s. So moving on, this toggle that. We need a 1, there's multiple 1s here. We need a 2. There's a 2 here and a 2 here. So that's not good. We already have 3. We need a 4. There's a 4 here and a 4 here. We need a 5. There's a 5 here and a 5 here. We need a 6. There's a 6 there and a 6 there. And we need a 7. And I do believe there's only one 7. So that eliminates 1 once, but we still have multiple 1s. That eliminates 1 3. But we've already done 3, so that doesn't matter. That eliminates 1 5. But there's still multiple 5s, and it eliminates 1 6, which there may only be 1 6 remaining. Nope, 2 6s. Alright. So that doesn't help enough. Does, however, lock this and then toggle that. Moving on, we need a 1 here. There's a 1 opportunity there and a 1 opportunity there. We need a 3, which is a 3 here and a 3 here. We need a 4, which is a 4 here and a 4 here. And we need a 5, which is a 5 here and a 5 here. And then 6 and 7 are done, so nothing new there. This 2 is not going to help much, but we need a 1. There's a 1 there and 1 there. We need a 2. No, we don't, because we already have it. We need a 3. There's a 3 there and a 3 there. We need a 4. There's a 4 here and a 4 here. We need a 5. There's a 5 here and a 5 here. We need a 6. There's a 6 here and a 6 here. And we need a 7. There's a 7 here that can't be. And a 7 here that can be. And a 7 here that can't be. So that has to be 7. That eliminates 1 5, but there's still multiple 5s. And eliminates 1 6. So there's a 6 here and nowhere else. Now this 6 eliminates 7, which we already have, 2, which we already have, 4, which now I believe there's only one 4 option, and then 5s, but there's still multiple 5s. So this 4 we just added eliminates a 1, so we only have 1 1 now, and this 1 eliminates a 7, which we already have. It also eliminates a 3, but so that means it leaves us with 3 and 5 and 3 and 5. And we now go further. Were we going downward or were we going upward? I guess we'll do this one and then work our way back up the rows. Let's see. I still need a 1 here. And there's a couple options there, and then 2, and there's a 2 here. Are there any other 2s? Nope. Alright, and that eliminates a 7 and a 1, which doesn't help anything. We need a 3. There's a 3 option here and here and here. Bump that because of that 7. And then 4 and 5, we need a 6. There's a 6 option here and here. And then 7, there's a 7 option here and here. Alright, moving on. There's a 3. We need a 1, which is a 1 here. There can't be a 1 here, so that's 1. We need a 3. Which there's a 3 here and a 3 here. And we need a 4, which is a 4 here and a 4 here. And we need a 5, which is a 5 here and a 5 here. And then 6 and 7, so nothing there. Let's see. We need a 1. There's multiple 1 options here. This can't be 1, though. We need a 2, which there's a 2 here and a 2 there. We need a 4. There's a 4 here. There can't be a 4 here, but there could be a 4 here. Actually, this 4 locks us down as a 1, which locks us down as a 6. So that eliminates one 4 option, but we still have multiple 4 options. And that eliminates a 6 option, which is still multiple 6 options. So I don't believe I can do anything more on that row. Right now, at least. 5, 6, and 2 would need to be eliminated, and I don't have that. So we need a 2, and it could be here, or it could be here. In fact, this 3 and 4 tells me it's there, so we now have 6, 2, and 5, making this 3. And we need a 4 and a 5. This is 4. This is 5. Nice. Moving on. We need a 2 here. There could be a 2 on this or a 2 on this. We need a 3. There could be 3 here, could be 3 there. 4, 5, and we need a 6. And can't be 6 here. So it could be 6 here, it could be 6 there. Alright, moving on, we need a 1, and there can't be a 1 here, and there can't be a 1 here, so that makes that 7, which that makes that 2, which that makes that 4, and so that's 5 already. So one of these is 6, because 4 and 5 makes that 6, which makes that 1. There we go. We've made a mistake. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've made a mistake already. I know I have. Let's put all of these as suspect. Then we'll just ignore that for the time being. And let's start doing, well, I guess we reintegrate this. Like this says this should be 5. This tells me that this should be 2. 7 and 6. Which tells me that this here, something's wrong. Maybe if I made this 5, like, I want this to be 4, and there's no 4 in this number at all. So this has to be 4. Which then changes this to 3, which also bumps that to being 5, which then eventually makes this impossibly wrong. I'm changing a lot of things right now. See, I don't know if I can recover from what I'm doing here, or if I'm just making mistakes. Let's just check these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. And this makes this 7. And this makes that 1. And that changes this to 4. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might be back on track. And let's see. Toggle that. So I need a 1 in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just hoping that I've done it right. I am just really hoping. Like, otherwise, adjusting is not going to work. 7 plus 4 plus 1 makes this 3. which makes this 6, which then changes this 6. It's like, can I do this? Or am I just making it worse on myself? Like this probably should be 6. But then that changes either this and this. Maybe I can change this to 5. Change this to 3. And then change this to 5. Nope. I can't, because then I'm changing this. I think I just have this entire flawed premise. I gotta keep going. I've got to see if I can save any of this before I just give up. But I'm very, very close to giving up. I'm very, very much approaching that where it's like let's just keep trying. We need a 3. There could be a 3 here. There could be a 3 here. Well, there can't be a 3 here. Actually, this has to be 4, which then makes that 5, which then I believe makes this 3. Just I know there's mistakes, and I know I'm probably just making this worse. But we need a 1. There can't be a 1 here. Working off flawed knowledge there's no way to do anything really. Let's see, this has to be 2 according to my flawed info, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes this 5. This has to be 6 according to this too. We need a 7, which could be either one of these, and we need a 3, which can't be this one, so 3, 7. Alright, this column tells me we need a 2. And I can't have a 2, so this column's all wrong. And this column tells me I need a 6. And I can't have a 6, so that column's all wrong. Now the reason I determined why these columns, if I keep them as being right, may have been very much based on false information here. So, like, still not guaranteed anything. Can I finagle this? Like, though, we need a 6 and a 7, and we have no idea. There. And plus, these are probably wrong too. Let's go ahead and count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, let's just say this is wrong too, since that's an unfinished one. But let's guess that assuming these are right, I can go via rows and maybe figure this out. Let's see, we need a 2, and there's multiple 2s, so we have no idea. We need a 4, and there's multiple 4s, so we have no idea. And we need a 7, so, well, I'm just gonna leave it actually. We need a 3, and so there's multiple 3s, we have no idea. Well, I guess I do need to right click it. We need a 1, and there's only one 1 here, unless that's totally wrong. And then we need a 4, which could be either one of them, although actually this has to be 4, doesn't it? And then so that makes that 5. Right, we need a 1, there could be a 1 here or 1 there. We need a 2, there could be a 2 here or 2 here. And we need a 5, which could be here or there. Next we need a 3, which could be here or here. We need a 4, which could be here or here. And we need a 5, which could be here or there. We need a 1, which has to be here. And then we need a 6, which has to be this. And then a 7. We need a 2, which has to be this. And we need a 3, which could be either one of these. Although, frankly, it probably is this one, because let's assume it's... Well, because 4, 6, and 7 are all here. And then that leaves us with no solution here, because we're looking for a 6. So if we instead made this 6 and made this 1, right, and then we change this to a 1 to trade that off, that puts everything back in order. Yeah, that works. So maybe that fixes that. I was not expecting to have this much trouble on 7-2. This is certainly a bad indicator for what the future has in store for us. I guess now we have 5, 7, and 1 here, and so this 6 and this 5 tells me that this is 4, which gets rid of this 4 and this 6, making this 3. And then 2 can't be this, so that's 6, and that's 2. I'm hoping I'm doing all of this right. Might as well fill it in though. So moving on, we have 1, 3, and 6. So 3 and 6 are out, right? 3 and 6, so that makes that 7. And then we need a 4, which this can't be a 4, it's a 2. Does this row add up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. This 2 eliminates that. So this could be 5 or 6. And this could be 5 or 6. This could be 5 or 4. And this could be... Let's see, let's put this as 4 because we need a 4. And see, this column tells me this is 5. And that tells me that this is 6. So I've either got it, and in a couple clicks I'm going to win when I change this to something, or I'm going to find out I'm wrong, which I think I'm going to find out I'm wrong again. This needs a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This needs a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in one click this might win? Wow. I was not expecting a victory there. I figured I was just going to find out I was wrong again. And we are on to the next one. And in a similar way, I just need to find that starting anchor point, and obviously at some point I messed that up. I think, luckily enough though, that there's only one 1 in this row. And then 2's in this column, if I can call it the thing it actually is. Again, words not my specialty. Then 3's, plenty of 3's. Then 4's. Only one 4. Then 5's. Well, there's 2 5's there. Then 6's, there's 2 6's there. And then 7. And then 8. Eight and 8. And then we'll go back down the same way. 8's already done. 7's we have. 6's multiple 6's. 5's multiple 5's. And then 3's multiple 3's. And then 2 and 1. So not a full column, but enough to get us started. Like this 1 turns this into a 4, and this also makes that a 5. So now anything that has 1, 4, or 5 at the end would have trouble, but there aren't anything. This 2, can this toggle or bump anything? Nope. This 4 can bump that and bump that, making that 5, which bumps that again. This 4 also makes that a 6, which bumps that again. So 4, 5, and 6 are all done, so that's 2. This 5 also makes this 1, which also makes this 3, which also makes that 7, which then leaves us only with 8 as an opportunity. So now we've got a nice foundation to work off of. 7, make that 3, bump that. Let's see. Okay. And so that's that row. There's really no reason to do these 4 rows that haven't seen anything change in them. So we'll now do the columns with the most action, and it might as well be just a little bit easier to keep everything in mind to do every single column. So 5 and 6. Nothing in 5 and 6. And I'm not doing the full test here. I'm just seeing if there's squares with 2 options that I can just toggle and immediately know I'm right, with a higher level of certainty than trying to run every single possibility through it. 5 makes that 6. 6 gets bumped there. 6 gets bumped here. 2 and 3 now. 2 makes that there, and that. Alright. 4 and 7. Doesn't look like there's any 4 and 7s here. 8 bumps that to a 4. Bump that one. 4. Right, we don't really need to look at this column. And then 1. Nothing on that column either. Now we do rows. And ideally we will find something new that speeds us up along before we hit these 2 empty rows where nothing new has happened. Like, we're looking for a 1 here, and I imagine this 1 is the only one. And see, that eliminates a 3, and so that will probably help later, but let's just go down the list. We're looking for a 2. There's a 2 here that can't be used because of this, and a 2 here that can be used, so that doesn't help. 3s, there's a 3 here that can be used, a 3 here that can be used, and then 4s, there's a 4 here, and a 4 here, and then 5, 6, already done. 7, there's a 7 here, a 7 here, and let's see, how long have we been playing? Ooh. We went long here. I guess we'll just have to leave it there. That's it for this recording. I gotta keep an eye on the clock. I really do. I don't want these episodes to end up going 20 minutes longer than they should. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.